Baker, and today we're going to go over the 2019 Geo-Pro 19QB. As you can see, it's a shorter travel trailer, but it is packed full of high-end amenities. As you'll tell, I have plenty of headroom here. I'm 6 foot tall, and because of the big barreled ceiling, I can easily walk everywhere in the camper, including underneath the AC unit right here. The controls for that AC unit are right there, but that makes sure, obviously, in a small camper like this, it'll definitely cool things down in a hurry. If we take a look over to the off-door side, I'll open this up for you. You can see you have versatile storage space here. You have a hanging rod going across the top, some removable shelves there, as well as storage underneath. So, you know, if you want to use it as pantry, linen closet, hanging space, wardrobe, kind of whatever you need to, it is multi-purpose. I like what they did with the wood color. You'll see they kind of put like a silver accent running through there. I think it just helps kind of break up the wood a little bit. Plus, it's lighter than you see in a lot of manufacturers. Instead of being a dark brown, it's a much lighter wood. Right up top here, now that is where they put the silverware tray. You notice we go through the kitchen, you'll see there's not a ton of drawers. So that area is a little bit lacking in this floor plan, but again, they do help make it up in other areas. You have a fully functional hood, big window. You have lots of windows in this Geo-Pro. They do that throughout all their, pretty much all of the different floor plans. They do a really good job of making sure you have a lot of natural light during the day. Big countertop space here, and they really did a good job by putting a recessed 3-burner cooktop here, so that way you can use all this as prep space. Generally, folks, in this size, you'll only get a 2-burner in this size travel trailer, and then everything back here is just wasted, but they give you that to actually use. You know, this just kind of folds up and back just like so, gives you access to those 3 burners. Stainless steel bowl right here off to the side, electrical outlet underneath, and then this is the rest of basically the storage in your kitchen, or the majority of it right there. You'll see right next to that you have your microwave, nice and simple and easy to use, and then up above your fridge is additional storage there. So as I said, you know, not quite in the kitchen, but definitely still very usable. Plenty of room for, you know, cups, plates, bowls, whatever else you need to put up there. Dometic fridge freezer unit right here has a little drop-down freezer compartment. If we open this up, you can see right here you have the 3-way. So, you know, AC, DC, and then propane there as well. Take a look up front. You have your TV here. This is on a swing arm mount, so you can either have it, you know, in the bedroom or swing it around to be able to see in the dinette. One of the things I really like about it, though, and you know, it costs a little more, and most manufacturers don't do it, is the fact that this is a 12-volt TV. And so what that means for you is that you don't have to have shore power to watch it. You can run it off your battery. If you're new to camping and you don't know this, majority of TVs, you have to have shore power generator unless it's like 12-volt like this one is. Right up top here is your multimedia center. This will control your speakers. The unit is Bluetooth capable as well. And then right next to that is your Wi-Fi Ranger. That's a Wi-Fi booster, which will help get you that Wi-Fi signal if it's weak in the area you're at. You'll see a little bit of storage right up top. They use the nets there. Windows all around the bed. You'll see both sides here have the roller shades. Couldn't really do it in the front because of the curvature. It would kind of be swinging out from the window. It would just be odd placement, which is why they went with the tension blind there. But you do have the roller shades on both sides. Big bed right up front here. Pretty comfortable too, all things considered. And then right over to on the campsite here is the dinette. And folks, this is my favorite place to have it, is on the campsite, because this is where you're sitting having your morning, you know, your morning cup of coffee or breakfast, and you get to look out at your campsite, not out at your neighbors. This also does drop down into a bed if you need the additional sleeping space, and they did a good job with storage. You can see that you have the pull-out drawers right here. You'll have that on both sides. Electrical outlet underneath in case you need to plug anything in there too. You'll also see that your little inverter will be right over here. I say little, it's actually a 1,000-watt inverter, so it is quite large. That is located right there. LED lights and storage all across the top. Now, I talked about the way I like the way the cabinets look, but I also do like the way they're built. You can't really see it right here, but the stiles are actually pre-drilled and screwed and glued. A lot of manufacturers use staples, but they do pre-drill it, so definitely great construction on the cabinets there. Making our way to the back, you'll see the solar panel already installed right there for you, the controller rather, solar panel up on the roof, 100-watt solar panel. Then as we make our way into the bathroom, foot flush lever toilet here, plenty of leg room, great shoulder space as well, no issues whatsoever. Down underneath, You have plenty of room for a trash can there. Your sink, as you can see, you have great countertop space, which I love. You have the shelf right up top here, you know, a spot for like a little cup, as well as maybe a couple toothbrushes or something there. Mirrored medicine cabinet right up above that. Hand towel holder, electrical outlet, LED light. Big max air fan. That's something you don't see very often in a bathroom. Usually it's just a little guy, but you got the big fan in there to make sure, you know, you can dry it out pretty quickly in here. Linen closet built in. I certainly appreciate that, especially in a camper this size. Then right over here is the neo-angle shower. I will take a step in here just to kind of show you height. So as I mentioned, I am 6 foot. Thanks to the skylight here, I do have enough space to stand up completely. If you are much taller, you know, if you're 6'1", 6'2", you'll probably have to bend down a little, but it does work for me. You see you have some shelves. You also have a little storage area here. It's a little bit easier to put like your shampoo in. The hand wand, and connected to that is the shower miser. So what this does, it's kind of cool, is basically instead of wasting all your fresh water, you know, trying to basically take a shower and wait for everything to heat up, what it does is it pipes in and then it comes through and goes back into the fresh tank. And as that's running through the water heater, you know, the water's getting warmer and warmer, this blue will start to change to clear. Once it is clear, you know the shower is warm. You can then flip this over, and now you have hot water. So that way you're not wasting all that hot water. You know, it's not just going into your gray tank while you're waiting for your water to get warm. Now that we've seen the inside, let's take a look at some of the outside features on the 2019 Geo-Pro 19QB. Right up front is the LCI power tongue jack. This makes it easier to hook up and disconnect your tow vehicle. So all you have to do is flip the switch here. That will raise and lower the tongue. And then you also have a light for added visibility at night. Right behind that, you have two 20-pound propane tanks. And behind that, you can see room for 2 batteries. So again, if you plan on, you know, having an adventure somewhere, going out for a while, you want to be able to camp there, you have the extra power thanks to the second battery. Coming up the front, you have the diamond plating helping to protect the front end from rocks and debris that get thrown up by your tow vehicle, and the 3/4 front cap right above that. You have the bright docking lights right here, again, for some added visibility. And this particular unit does have the windshield up front, which is absolutely gorgeous. Really gives it a cool look while you're traveling, as well as at the campground or wherever you may be staying. Coming around to the side, solar prep on here. Now this one does have the 100-watt solar panel, but if you want additional, you can buy portable, plug it in right there. And as we open up the pass-through, you'll see that it is magnetic, so it sticks up pretty easy. We take a look inside. You'll also notice this one comes with a grill. I'll show you where that mounts to in just a little bit here, but just know if you like to grill outside, you'll be all set. Right here, you'll see that the bottom of the bed is all aluminum. So this is a completely vacuum bond laminated product on your side walls and your end walls, but also they use aluminum structure underneath the bed and underneath the dinettes for extra support, which is pretty neat. Large power awning, touch a button to roll that out. Same thing to have it go right back in with LED light strips on there. Outside speakers in case you want to listen to music while you're out here. Again, those are controlled by that multimedia center inside, but that unit is Bluetooth capable. You can see, as I mentioned, the windows. There's a ton of windows on this camper. We saw the windshield. You have 2 on this side. They're nice and big, plus they're frameless windows. So, not only do they look a lot nicer, but the seals are actually tucked behind the glass, so they're protected better from the elements. And because the way they open, they tilt open, it allows you to have them open while it's raining. So that way you can get some airflow and you don't get a bunch of water coming in. If we take a look right here, this is that rail that I had mentioned where you set your grill on. Right underneath that, electrical outlet, need to plug some stuff in. That, of course, will be the place to do it. Now, I said that this is vacuum bond laminated. What I didn't mention, though, is behind this fiberglass skin, instead of Luan, which is like a wood substrate, they actually use an Azdel composite, and that's a pretty big deal. One, Azdel is going to be lighter weight, so that way, that's one of the things that help the Geo-Pro stay nice and lightweight, so you can pull it with a lot of those compact to mid-size SUVs. It also doesn't absorb moisture. So if you've ever seen laminated units that have big bubbles on the sides, that's because moisture got into the sidewall and it delaminated. Because the Azdel doesn't absorb moisture really help eliminate that. And lastly, it's a green material, so it doesn't off-gas. So, some of these travel trailer manufacturers, you'll be inside there, unfortunately, on really hot days, especially if you have problems with allergies or asthma. It can be pretty tough to breathe. You certainly won't get that with the Geo-Pro. So definitely some big benefits to the Astel. Right down below, if we look at the wheels, you see aluminum alloy wheels, which are gorgeous, plus aluminum doesn't rust, so they'll stay looking pretty. You have your propane quick connect right down here. Spare tire is down here, as well as the storage location for your sewer hose, because this one doesn't have a rear bumper, so that's where you store your sewer hose. And if you take a look right in here, you will actually see the axle. That is the Dexter Torflex torsion axle. So that's a kind of a better system than the leaf springs. Basically, I mean, it works very, very similarly as far as providing suspension. And what it is it has a big rod in the center, and then you have 4 rubber cords all the way around it, kind of in like a diamond shape. And so it kind of gives it an independent suspension, which is really nice. And plus, it doesn't have the wear and tear that your standard leaf springs do either. So upgraded system there. Moving up a little bit further, moving back rather, your main entryway, you have the MoreRide step system here, the step above system, aluminum treads, so that way not going to rust. You have the grip on there, larger grab handle. You know, they probably didn't need it because it is only a 2-stepper, but they did put it on there just to make sure you have that extra control. Keyless entry, this is super handy too. You know, if you forget your keys, you leave them inside, not a problem. You can just pop the buttons there, head right in. Just a nice feature to have. Coming around to the back side, black tank flush. Rather than taking a hose, sticking it down your black tank to wash it out, you hook it up right there. Sprayers are built into the black tank, and it'll wash it out for you. The rear ladder here is easily removable. So this is something you don't normally get, right? A lot of times, if you have a rear ladder, it's either essentially attached to the back wall or it's just not there. But this one, you can pull the pins out here, lift it up, detach it from the top. It is very sturdy. I mean, you can see I'm over 200 pounds. I have no problem climbing up and down this one. You also have the backup camera prep kind of tucked away right there. So if you want a backup camera, you can have that installed. Having the prep makes it a lot easier to install, meaning it'll save you money on labor. Outside shower right over here. This does have both hot and cold water access. Up on the roof, I do just want to mention a couple things. You can see the cover on the Max Air fan, so that way you can have that on while it's raining, which is cool. You have the big AC unit up there, the solar panel. A little bit tougher to see, but you also have your Pro Rack system. So that way if you have larger items like, kayaks, things like that you want to take with you, you can have them installed right up there on those racks. So, this one definitely allows you to kind of, get out there, get out in nature, or, go on your adventures, kind of do some things you can do with this that you can't do with other travel trailers. Cable and satellite inlet right here, 30 amp detachable power supply. Right underneath is your termination with both your gray and black tank valves. You will see on the slide out right there, you do have some additional storage, which is really nice. And then coming up to the very front, couple quick things. City water inlet, fresh water inlet is right up top here. City water inlet is right down underneath. And then this switch to control the docking lights up front is right here. All right, folks, that wraps it up. Again, this is the 2019 Rockwood Geo-Pro 19QB. If you're interested in this travel trailer and you'd like price and availability, simply click on the link in the description. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and let's go camping.